Hello and welcome. So, recently I decided that I'm going to start a new series, and I'm going to give it a very interesting and creative name. There we go. We're going to go to hardcore. I'm going to add some data packs. Not right now, but I'm going to do it later, and there is a seed. So if you'd like to pause and copy that, you most certainly can. But for now, let's go. Whoa. Hey, there you are. I was looking for you. Well, welcome to the world. This is what we've generated. We've got a nice little island here. Well, actually, it's not really little at all. It's quite large, and it houses, I think, 5 biomes or something, and you've got pretty much all of the types of wood except for one of them, which is fantastic. So we have a dark oak forest. We have a jungle with bamboo. We have, I think it's Alps is what it's called. And we also have a savanna, which is awesome. And so yeah, this is the world that I decided that we're going to start, and we're going to start a hardcore world, you know, because the challenge, it's great, we need that. All right, so I have a list here, a list of things that we're going to be working through throughout the series. I think this list is a good idea because it's going to keep me on track, make sure I've got a bit of structure throughout the series. I don't want to get too lost in everything that's going on and what I'm doing. And you never know, I might be able to hide some hidden messages. The next thing I'd like to talk about is mods. So I'm running a few mods for this series, and I don't think that that's too far-fetched these days. The first mod that I'm using is Distant Horizons. Basically, I like the way that this makes the world feel a lot more full and interesting, being able to see structures and things in the distance, which is just good for me. I like the way that that feels. This leads me into talking about the next mod, which is No Fog. No Fog, basically. I feel like having No Fog and Distant Horizons is going to take away from one another, so pushing the fog back, making it, you know, you're able to actually see the things that are in the distance. It just makes sense to me. The next one is Inventory Sorter. Basically, this just adds a button in the top right of every inventory, and I can just click that button and it will automatically sort those inventories. It just adds a little bit of structure and order to the chaos that is the early game sort of inventory situation, you know? I'm also using like Lightmatica for building, of course, and Replay mod. That should be expected at this point, I guess. I'm also using a bunch of performance mods like lithium, phosphor, and sodium. I've got libraries for all of the mods that need them. I've got mod menu. Of course, this doesn't change anything. Now, getting into something that's a little controversial, I could see, and that's completely fine. I would like to give it a chance and see how it goes. Basically, this is vein mining enchants mod, so it gives me the ability to find a tool with vein mining on it, or to enchant a book or a tool with vein mining. Now, I don't know how overpowered or maybe balanced or even underpowered this mod may be, but I'd like to give it a chance, and I figured it's the best way of doing it because it's not free. I do have to pay something, i.e. levels, lapis. I have to get to an enchanting setup to be able to get to it, or be lucky enough to find the tools, so on and so forth. So I feel like having that cost is something that's a good thing. The next one I could see being a little bit controversial as well is a data pack, which is Fast Leaf Decay. I have this basically for the same reason that I have the vein mining, is to kind of speed things up a little bit. As you can probably tell, there's a little bit of production going into these episodes, so I kind of want to make sure that I can do them at an effective rate, but also do the game as well, because as everyone maybe would know, these Minecraft episodes can take quite a while to do. Given how much farming you'd have to do and so on and so forth, especially in the early game. Another data pack that I'm running is Silence Mobs, just in case I need to do that for whatever reason. I'm also running more mob heads, so that it gives me a little bit of extra stuff to put into the world. I also have custom nether portals as well, so I can build custom nether portal shapes and actually have them work properly, which is good. With all that done, what's the first thing you do at the beginning of every Minecraft world? That's right, punch some trees. Let's go. Alright, so I've collected a bit of wood, fortunately, and got some cobblestone as well. I'm going to make some tools and stuff here to get myself started. I got a pickaxe already. What else have we got? Axe and maybe a shovel. That'll be about it for me so far. We don't need that wooden pickaxe anymore, and I might make a chest real quick as well. Plop that down, maybe there. I move that anyway. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out all of this section here and make use of the daytime while I'm doing that, because I'm thinking this is a really good place to kind of start out my starter house here. I just need to flatten out this terrain a bit, make it a little bit more, you know, uniform to what it's going to look like eventually with my house actually on it. And yeah, we'll go from there. And with the sun setting for the very first time in this hardcore world, I feel like it might be a good idea to get out into the ocean. I might make a boat, head out into the ocean. I see we got a ruined portal here, or I don't know what that's actually called. There's some light source out there. It looks like we got an ocean monument out there, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm sure there's some really good goodies out there, and you know, mobs don't really spawn in the water much. You know, I don't have to worry about too much except for drowned maybe, but on land here it could be a little bit scary. So I think, and there we go, there's a little dude over there who's going to come for me now, and I need an axe actually because mine broke, and I've got a guy coming up on my left now. Looks like we're in for a fight here. Should be pretty safe though. I haven't got any iron because I haven't gone down yet, so I don't have the capacity to make a shield, but yeah, I feel like it might be a good idea to get out into the ocean. Alright, so I've taken a little bit of damage and we're coming up on this portal here. Yeah, I had another fight with a zombie up there, and as I was running to jump off the mountain, there's a skeleton, pretty much impossible to see, and I don't have Optifine, so I can't zoom in, but there's one right up on the edge there, and he gave me a little shot before I got away. But let's see what loot we have here. We got blast protection, we got projectile protection, and some nuggets. That's pretty good. Just gonna collect some air. I might grab that chest as well, just to signify that I've been here for a start. And, well, I don't know, I can always use it. Oh wow, that noise is so loud. They're killing the squids over there. It's so loud. I can hear it all the way from over here. I thought I was in trouble. I'm gonna use this as a way to make sure that I've got air. Okay, we got some coal, another gold helmet, some wheat, fantastic, and a stone axe I could use for sure. And I might make that food up right now. Just a small little island with some sugarcane and tree, a singular tree. Cute little island. Well, I'm going to take the sugarcane. Alright, so I just came over here because I got a buried treasure not far away. And I saw these sheep. I made myself some shears. So now I will be able to make a bed, which is fantastic. And in the interest of preservation, I've decided I'll keep them alive. Because I might not be able to find any on my island, which that's it all the way over there, by the way. So I'm a little ways out here at this point. I gotta find this buried treasure, but yeah, I want to keep them alive and make sure that if I need them over there, I can take them over there. Okay, so it's just here. I was just getting a bit of a sugarcane on the shore there, and it's around here now. I believe if you do this whole like 9-9 trick thing, then it should be like right here. Oh, I don't want to do straight, whoops, I don't want to do straight down. There we go, there it is. Okay, so we got a couple of diamonds, a lot of iron, awesome. What I'm gonna do is just mine the whole thing and hopefully pick it all up, which I didn't. Well, let me sort this out. Alright, so I'm back from the first drop off here. I've just placed the chest that I've collected while I was out there. I got a few things, moss blocks, which is going to be important. However, you might have noticed that down the bottom there is lush caves poking out of the cliff, so I'm not really overexcited about that, but that's great. I got myself the wool, as I showed, and I made myself a bed. I also made myself some slabs because I forgot to put the wool on top of the wood in the crafting bench. I got the diamonds, emeralds, heart of the sea, I got a gold block, I got some iron, I should put those into ingots instead of nuggets. I also got myself a looting 3 gold sword. I don't know what I'm going to use it on, but when the time comes, I'm pretty sure I'll know what to do with it. I also got a vein mining axe. Now this could be a good opportunity to go and see how this all works, and I don't know, we'll just pick this tree here. Okay, so it seems as though it's used the entire axe, although a gold axe obviously, or a gold tool, weapon, whatever, doesn't have that much durability, so I don't know if I should just delete it or keep it or what, but it did manage to get the whole tree. So I imagine what vein mining does, or this enchant does, is use itself up entirely. I'm kind of thinking that maybe that won't be fully the case when you're doing, like, say, let's, for example, you have a netherite pickaxe with Unbreaking 3 and vein mining, and you hit some stone. It's not just going to mine out a, you know, gigantic area until your axe is just 1. I assume that there is an upper limit, but a dark oak tree was not, or 49 logs was not enough to break that limit. So we'll have to see with further testing how bad it is, or I mean overpowered it could be, but yeah, for now I think that's fine. Speeds up the whole process of farming trees, that's for sure. Alright, well, I don't have full armor, but I do have a shield, which is great, and I do have a couple of iron tools, a couple of shovels, I've got an iron axe and an iron pickaxe. However, I've ran through all of my iron at this point. Well, actually, what's in this chest? I have one left, I ingotified the nuggets. Yeah, that's a thing. And yeah, I've kind of run out, but I'm thinking those mountains over there might be good for some iron, because I know it spawns higher now, so I might go over there and do my best to go and get some iron. Alright, just over at the savannah here, and there's a few dodgy dudes hanging around. We can see them down there and such. I've kind of picked the mountains a little bit clean. I've got a little bit left to go here. I'm sure there's probably plenty left. Oh, hello. I'm going to just hide around the corner here for a sec. But I got myself like over 3 stacks of iron, which is fantastic. And yeah, there's a little bit more here. I got some emeralds, which is great. Oh, that's not the pickaxe. Here it is. And yeah, so I'm just having a little look around. I was kind of hoping that I would find sheep maybe in the savannah, because they're quite, well, in my experience anyway, they're quite common there, but I don't seem to see any passive mobs, unfortunately. Well, hey buddy, did you do this? Oh, it seems like we've got a unfriendly suspect nearby, but if I could make a friend out of you... Oh, first time. Easy. Oh, okay, yeah, I gave you some food as well. There you go. Cool. Well, maybe you can help me out with this guy up here. I mean, I know you're eager, but I know what you're not actually doing it. There you go. How about now? Okay, yep, we do the old butt attack. Nice, nice. Very good. Whoa, you got a friend. I got 2 friends. Hey, awesome. I'm gonna take him back. I should probably grab some water while I'm down here, actually, because the way back up is over there. So yeah, and I just saw a cow. I ran past one just a second ago. So there's a singular cow. Hopefully there's more on the island. Then I can bring those across and start breeding them up at some point. Hey, there we go. We got 2. Awesome. Well, I see that that emerald over there, but yeah, I don't want to go over there. Oh, wonderful timing. I was just about to come back and start talking about something, and it decided that now is the time to rain, of course, of course. Well, there you go, full set of armor, as you can see. I've been clearing out this section just a little bit. I've started a little farm, got some wheat seeds here, not much, and a potato. Fortunately, I was good enough to find one off a zombie. And I also, with all of that iron, I thought it might be a good opportunity to set these up in case it started snowing. Great timing. And then that way I'll be able to get some powdered snow. What I'm going to use it for, I don't know yet, but it's probably good to just get it going because it can take quite a while. But for now, I think the best thing to do for me is to continue clearing this section here, and we'll see how we go from there. What in the army of zombies is this? For real? It's alright. Apparently doing circles around them is quite the strat. Nothing quite like fresh dirt laid out. So as you can see, I've cleared the area, taken out a few trees around the area, collected a bit of resources, and flattened out the area a little bit. Just pretty much just took the dirt that was all up here and moved it all the way over here, basically. You know, nothing special to it. But I figured because it's nighttime, I might head out into the ocean again, go around and collect some more things if I can. Maybe this time, I went that way, maybe this time I'll go this way, and we'll have a look and see what's out there. I cannot believe I haven't done this yet. Will they do it sitting down, or do I have to make them stand? There we go, we make them stand. Hey, we got a little puppy baby. Okay, bye. Yeah, that must be the mum. Fair enough. Come on. There we go, sit down. Awesome. We're growing the army. We're growing the army, which is great. Didn't get much powdered snow in these cauldrons, unfortunately. And I wanted to go over a couple of things that I got while I was gone. Yeah, the save replay things up there. I got a lot of fishing rods, so there was a few ruins out there, and we got mending, luck of the sea, 1, 2, oh, 1 and 3, lots of mending, lots 3 mending. Okay, well we can make a half decent fishing rod, which is good. We got some mending, golden leggings, some thorns, projectile protection, thorns 2, projectile protection, buried treasure. I did another buried treasure out there. Found a mesa biome, which is also... sorry, not a mesa. Was it Badlands again? No, that's what it's called now. I got the golden apples, which is awesome. Picked up some kelp while I was out there. Some TNT, which is cool. A couple of diamonds. I'll have to make a pickaxe there, which is good. We got plenty of iron. We got some gold, which is fantastic. And yeah. So I think now the best thing to do for me is to do a bunch of resource collection. And just like that, the starter house is complete. It took a little time to get here with all the resource collection and building, but I'm glad it's done. There's still a little work to do around here though, decorating the outside and doing the interior, but I'm just happy to have a place to rest my head of a night that's safer than out under the stars. What's that? You want to see it be put together? Well, let me just tear it down and start again. Okay, well, I'm glad we decided to go back and have a look at how this all came together. As you can see, I've got a little bit of copper strewn across the area at the moment, just kind of trying to oxidize it. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way that the build came out. I don't know, it's kind of like a modern sort of log cabin type thing, I guess. I don't know. That's one way to think of it. There's been some time past since that the time lapse for that. I've put up a bunch of spruce trees. I've been collecting a bunch of materials, which is fantastic. That'll all get ready for the next lot. Hey, buddy. I think I might have to get the data pack that stops Enderman from griefing, to be honest, because they keep taking grass blocks from places. I don't know where exactly, but I'm sure it'll impact me at some point. Now, during the time lapse, there might have been a couple of things that people might have noticed that were a bit missing. Say those bits up there, and of course the bit at the front here. Yeah, I didn't have the blocks on me at the time. I actually forgot to go and farm them entirely, and then I built the house, and then I remembered that I needed to go and get them because of course the pattern called for it, and then I decided, okay, well, I'll go and get them, and then I got them, and then I put them in. So of course, there they are, they're in, that's all good. So we're pretty bare bones inside at this point in time, and that's fine. I figured next episode we could probably do the interior, and we can also get onto some other things around the area, maybe decorate the outside a little bit as well. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way that it came out. And hopefully we got some adequate lighting in here. I'm thinking, however, maybe here I might change this section out just a little bit and put a door in. I think a door there is probably better than that kind of mirrored wall segment there. I think a door might be a lot better. Another look from the outside. But yeah, I think that's probably about it for there. And I think it's probably time to get onto the outro. First and foremost, thank you so very much for watching. I feel like that's a bit of an achievement these days, so well done. I've got a lot of big plans for this series, but the first challenge, of course, will be making sure that I can stay alive long enough to see them through. And the second challenge will be making sure that I can break the barriers that I place in front of myself. Unfortunately, in the past, I've struggled a lot with placing a lot of barriers in front of myself and restricting myself from completing tasks. Usually what happens is I kind of just get this feeling that I'm not doing a good enough job, or that someone else has done a better job than me, so I kind of think to myself, well, what's the point in continuing, what's the point in doing this? But I've decided with this series that I'm going to look at things in a very different way, and I think I've got a pretty good handle on the way that my mind works and operates in this way, and that I'm able to change the way that I think about it. Now, I know I've got a bit to learn still about when it comes to doing everything, doing the animations or doing the formatting of the episodes or whatever it is. I know I've got a bit to learn, I'm not above that, but I'm happy to learn. I've had a great time learning everything that I need to do to make this episode, and I just really can't wait for that to continue. But yeah, this kind of goes out to people who are a bit like me. If you're someone who places barriers in front of yourself and kind of restrict yourself in the same manner as I have, or even if you like watching people grow and develop and seeing kind of where they started and then where they end up, then I feel like this might be a decent place for you. So again, I just want to say thank you and have a good one.